Yo, what's up, guys? It is December. Is it fucking December? No, it's November. It is December. It's December 25th. It is Christmas today. It is Christmas. I'm sorry. I am not a monthologist. I don't know. I don't know jack about that. It's Christmas today. I wanted to get another video out. Just gonna be doing the same thing as usual. Yeah, we're in Grinch mode tonight. So, anything goes. All right. Anything goes. Okay. And I also just moisturize my face a little bit. That's why I'm looking a little clean. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be good. And let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Christmas. All right. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's gonna be a beautiful white night. So yeah, happy holidays. We're gonna go ahead and get into chapter number 19. And I'm gonna go ahead and just try and get through this a little bit quicker today. We're not messing around, all right? We are in go mode. Okay, I'm gonna find some presents. I'm gonna take them back to my place and rob some kids of some joy. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Chapter number 19 opens up with the construction site. Our boys are all completely geared up. They are geared to the gills. I don't know, they must have taken some presents from other people and just gotten this stuff because yeah, they're rank C, but they've got some swag with them. And now they're heading into this cave. And something that I just noticed is in one of these images, I don't know how to do the thing yet where I can put the image on the screen, but I'm gonna try and do that soon. I'll learn how to get there eventually. But no, so one of these panels makes Huang, the leader of this attack force, his eyes just kind of are going cross-eyed. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but it's kind of a weird look. All right. And yeah, they're moving. Something about the construction site being postponed for some reason, maybe because it's not good. Oh no, okay, so what happens is the boss of the construction site, he took 9 billion yen won and just 2 weeks ago, and now he's having a hard time looking for funders, and the workers aren't having a good time. So yeah, maybe that's why the gate popped up. Could have been on some like bad vibes type beat, and it just appeared there. But yeah, so Jinwoo's already made his friend with Jinho. He's the other dude who looks like he is playing with all daddy's money. He's got like the nice gear. He's got the nice shield. He's got the drippy armor, the shoulder plate. And so yeah, they're just chopping it up right now. He wants to help him with the bag because it looks heavy, but Jinwoo doesn't need no help because he's got that strength stat. I think that thing, it's like almost level 50 at this point, so it's nothing. But Jinwoo is just big timing him. He's telling him that he thinks that he's talking a little bit too much. The dude asks like, "Why are you so quiet?" He hits him with that. So, you gotta stop talking, bro. And he just gives the classic line that he never really got noticed that much. So, whatever. But yeah, Jinwoo kind of thinks like, though, this boy, he is probably like some big dude, big timing us, has money from like doing nothing. And he says that he is a hunter for hobby. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure people are hunters because they have to be. I would be annoyed by this guy too. Anyways, they look at this gate and they run up on it. It looks to be pretty big compared to like the regular ones. You see, if you go into like a rank E or like a rank D gate, then it's going to be pretty small. Usually the size, what they assume, the size is like dependent on the strength of whatever is inside the dungeon, the boss. They determine that it's probably good. They can't not trust the guild because that is the power, I'm guessing, in the nation. They have to trust it. It's kind of like the government. I'm sure there's probably some conspiracy theorists the same way in the government there's some sort of like direction or like hidden direction that they're trying to go, the guild. So whatever, we'll see. But yeah, they're talking. They think that this gate is a little weird. Jinwoo drops some knowledge on us. He says that the gate size, it isn't that important. The important thing is the magical energy flowing from within the gate. So basically, if it's a high level gate, then you'll see some stronger energy be coming out of it. In this one, there's some purple lightning. It's probably not that bad though. And the guild is the one that determines the energy. So yeah, the guild has a lot of power in this small nation. It seems to at least be like a decent nation, though. They have like buildings and jobs and all sorts of stuff. Anyways, so although Jinwoo is able to know that all this stuff is completely true, it is his first time in a sea gate, so just for that reason he needs to be on edge a little bit. But Huang, which is the leader of the attack force, he's yelling at everyone to come on in. It's time to go. It's time to go and figure out what's inside this gate. And that's exactly what they do. We get a little look at everyone's equipment, and then they step on inside this gate. So they are going into the neighbor girl's house to say what's up. They're gonna rock the cradle a little bit. Yeah. And it looks like everyone's having just a grand old time. They're having a dandy time, like laughing with each other, the attack force. And but you know, in the back, Jinwoo he's kind of doing a visual pat down, seeing like, you know, it looks like this whole group is pretty well equipped. They probably have a decent amount of money as well, like if they have that much equipment. You know, these are the levels of the characters who are in the group. There is a couple level D, a couple level C, and he realizes that he's only been in a D and E rank dungeon so far. But yeah, so they looks like they're going in, and right when they step in, they notice that there's no light. So it is just completely pitch dark, pitch black in there, and there is no sign of any light, and I'm guessing that it's probably silent too. The sorcerer of the group, he decides to make some light. He has a little secret ability that he just pops open. Again, Skyrim, think like candlelight. So he go ahead and pop that, and what they see is that they're in a cave, which makes sense that there's no light or anything. They got just complete lack of any light pollution whatsoever, and it looks like there's just a ton of tunnels. So like there's a tunnel on the bottom, there's a tunnel on the top, and then I presume that there's like tunnels behind them as well. And yeah, so no lights, very ominous. You can imagine that if they didn't have this one magician, then you would be pretty out of luck at this point, you know. I don't think you're gonna be getting much help at this point, so whatever. And of course, Jinho, that's the dude who is getting his daddy's money. He's saying like, is this a dungeon that has no monsters? Jinwoo's like, dude, you really need to stop talking already. And probably true. He hasn't said anything yet that is informative or useful whatsoever yet. He just needs to shut up, basically. Just like shut up completely. And so Jinwoo's doing his thing. He's doing his analyzing. Since his senses are up, he notices that there's none here yet, but it's more likely so that they have not appeared yet. Normally it's hard for monsters to live in the dark dungeons, but if they're intelligent, it means it's possible that they don't depend on their sight. So yeah, we haven't seen a dungeon yet where there is no monsters. So far the rule is that if there is a dungeon, then you're most likely going to see some monsters, unless you're probably just having a bad day and then you're unlucky. So that would be pretty bad. But yeah, so Jinwoo assumes that they probably also move in packs, and they'll move towards the light. So you know, there's like some fish that do the same thing, I'm pretty sure. And then in the box, there's just some words that said this sound. So there's like maybe some footsteps or something that are moving towards him. Jinwoo's looking like he's sweating, so something's happening. And he blurts out that it's insect-type monsters. So it's insect-type monsters. They're probably making like some clicking sounds on the ground then. And then they think like, oh snap, this could be a nest. What? I'm like, what? This is the nest? Excuse me? They say, don't say that. Like, don't. Oh. The sound is starting to get a little bit closer. They're walking towards them. And remember, they're in a cave, so there's like tons of tunnels around them. They don't know exactly where the sound's coming from. It could be behind them. It could be in front of them to the left, anywhere. But Huang is telling everyone to just stand guard. Like, everyone, let's get in a line. Let's get in a 360 circle. We got to look everywhere. Jinwoo says, look up. Look up, look up. Something's above us. And they say, and of course, Jinho's like, get next to me. Come on, bro, I'll protect you. And then, yep, so above them, we see this panel of like these ants just kind of crawling down the cave wall. And this would give me nightmares and kind of just shivers down my spine, because I hate insects. So yeah, this would not fly. I'd be whipping out the Lysol or the Dawn dish soap, the spray bottle. That stuff kills ants like nothing. Try it if you haven't tried it. You got to do that. And yeah, the magician, he takes no time. He instantly blasts his looks like a magical ray above, just like above at the ceiling where the ants are coming from. And his name is I wrote this down. His name is Gia Huan. So we'll call him Huan. The other guy's Huang. So this is Huan, and Huan shoots the blast of magic straight above him. And it seems to be pretty effective. The rest of the team is on guard for the ones that are still falling down, because a couple are, he couldn't get all of them. Weak. That's a C rank for you, though. And Huang, the leader, is yelling some directions to the rest of the group. So damage dealers to start doing something. It looks like they begin cutting the ants in half. Jinwoo is just still like chilling with his pack on his back, just like a mule, kind of observing everything. He realizes that for C rank hunters, these people work really well together. Their teamwork's really good. And they most likely don't need a healer, because if you remember in the last one, they were saying that they don't need a healer in the attack force. Like, that isn't the way that they roll. So they have no healer, and they're yelling out commands. So even though that they don't have a healer, they're able to kind of work around it. And everyone has good timing. Even Huang has like good leadership. So they're at this point just trying to get in formation and controlling the pace of the battle. You can get this as kind of like if you played any wave, like wave battle of some sort in like a video game, like throwing it way back. We got Halo Reach, when they did the wave control or whatever. We have also Killing Floor, where you're just like messing people up. It's no problem. It seems like at this point they're just fodder. But Jinwoo still is like, he's on guard about something. Like, something is off. These guys are they're just a little bit too, what is the word? They're just a little bit too nonchalant. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. He looks to be suspicious, but he says even Jinho is a good addition to the attack force, because even though his experience is low and his level's low, his equipment is like on par. It's like S level equipment, so he can hold off the monsters no problem. It basically puts him at a solid C level. If he had experience up, then I'm sure he could probably get to like level A. And then a little ant even like walks up to Jinwoo, and then we get this screen. It's like we get some kanji on there. Maybe it's like death kanji, and Jinwoo just kind of swats away the ant. Like you swat away never mind. So yeah, it looks to be that they completed the fight after just a little bit of time. And now they're talking about how they're going to dispense the magic crystals, because if you remember, every monster that you defeat has like a magical core that you can take and sell that for some money, and then you can go to the club. You can throw it towards like some equipment, throw it towards a house. Just, it's basically currency. So they're just going to be splitting the magic crystals among the 9 of them, and it seems like they're all greedy with their little fingers. They're trying to get all their little tiny fingers in the money pot. So and then Huang is even questioning Jinwoo, like, how did you know that the ants were gonna be coming out of the above spot? Like, how did you know that, bro? Aren't you like a weak hunter? Because none of them knew that, and nobody knows that Jinwoo is a top rank hunter who can just totally chat on them and take their wives if he wanted to. It wouldn't be any problem. He definitely could. Remember, he's like shredded at this point. And he says that he could tell that the ants were above him because he just sensed it. And that's like a little bit of a wink to the audience, because we know that his senses are pretty high now due to his second awakening he got. He's been upgrading that skill, putting some time in. And yeah, he has quite a good sensibility now at this point. And there's kind of some interesting dialogue that happens between Jinwoo and Huang. He says it's great that everyone was taken care of cleanly, and this was thanks to you, Jinwoo. But it would be good if you didn't pay attention to small things that much. And Jinwoo's like, you know what? And that could mean, in my opinion, that means that he doesn't want Jinwoo to like worry, to like look out for other things that could be harmful to the team. He just wants them to do it themselves, so that they're not really valuing him as a teammate, which they should. But anyways, so Huan, the sorcerer, tells Huang to come take a look at something, and what they are looking at is a body of some of the ants, the ones that they were killing, except on these bodies it looks like they weren't defeated by any of the weapons that the attack force had. So there was something else that was taking care of these ants. And there wasn't just one, there wasn't just two, there was probably like a whole pack of them that were defeated this way. Everyone's wondering like what is happening. Huang assumes that maybe there was like some territorial fighting up against them, between them. It could have been that, or it's possible that it could have been a boss. And right when they say that it could have been a boss, something clicks inside of Huang, like hold up, you know, the money signs appear above his head, and we get like this panel where his eyes are red. There's like this red glaze over it, and so I think it's pretty obvious that he's very greedy, and the same sort of tint or hue is put over the other teammates of the attack force, so they have like this red eye look. They are just, we'll call them swindlers, money hungry swindlers. Jinwoo, because his senses are high, he says, yo, Jinho, that sword and shield are expensive, right? Jinho's like, yes, oh, my father took extra care making sure that I have this for my first raid. Jinwoo says, I'm not sure, but I think you should be wary. We get another text box. It's like, what is this? So I'm guessing that his senses, his like spider senses, are ticking, and he notices that something's off. And it's pretty obvious, you know, that you got the teammates with like the red eyes. Something's off. And that's about the end of the chapter. We are still on Grinch time. I still want to take some presents from someone. We might have to do another chapter. But whatever. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Guys, this was a great chapter. Okay. So even though I'm out here taking some gifts from people and robbing stockings or I hope that you're having a good Christmas and you're able to spend time with your loved ones, your family, or whatever they say. Just make sure you got like a nice bed, some good sheets, hopefully someone to snuggle up next to you with, because it's gonna be chilly. But that's it for the chapter, guys. We'll be around tomorrow.